Well, hello there guys, YouTubers and anyone else who would like to partake in the viewing of a small plastic model aeroplane. So this is the final reveal for the Revell 1/72 scale. That's the de Havilland Vampire FB5 version, and it's quite the little bat it's shaped up into. Yeah, I was pleased with the kit in the end, very pleased with it. Although, saying that, what looked as though it would be a straightforward build proved to be quite the opposite. A lot of the parts didn't quite fit properly. It needed a fair amount of filling along the wing edges there. It should be smoother than I've actually made it in the end. There's a couple of flaws down to me filling inadequacies, if you like. It's an old tool kit, so and it's very basic. There are a few parts to it. The part I enjoyed most about this, unexpectedly, was the painting. I mean, I do like painting anyway, but I almost discovered a new technique for me on this, because I had intended using oil paint on this vampire kit, which incidentally, the reason I did like this Revell kit was it's the only kit I can find at the moment, well, mainstream kits that have this fighter bomber version. You know, the version that the plane was originally designed as, you know, an intercept fighter bomber. The Airfix kits that are out at the moment, I think there's a couple of new tool ones on the Vampire. They're the trainer versions, and they're great kits. They're actually better kits than this, but they're the trainers. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I used a rapid painting method with this. It was a mixture of, it was all acrylic paint, but I painted it very quickly in a kind of series of wet and dry. So I'd literally leave the paint wet on there, but in very thin glazes, almost like watercolour. Then I'd keep brushing it off until I got the right effect. Then I'd put some dry over it, and then another layer of literally watercolour filmed acrylic over it. But saying that, could possibly be a little too dark, you know, these camouflage areas, but you know, hey, that's not a huge crisis for me. There's a lot more problems in the world at the moment than worrying about whether I got the exact right of tone green for my little vampire plastic model. But no, I'm really pleased with the painting, really pleased with that. On the reverse, or the underside of the aircraft, I chose the blue-grey scheme, which it was originally painted in, apparently. So it's got a mixture of, you've got a mixture of matte grey and sky blue. Again, that's acrylic with some wash over it, oil wash over that. As you can see, it's very pretty basic underneath. You know, simple little undercarriage. There were quite a few transfers or decals for this aircraft, but I love those old school decals. I think that they were the RAF's best. I just love that graphic, you know, which later became the sort of mod graphic as well, or it's sort of co-opted by popular culture. So yeah, good little kit. There's not really much more to say about it. I'd definitely like to make another one, another manufacturer, you know, a new tooling version of this particular model number. Sorry, not model number, but you know, the fighter bomber version. So yeah, a really good little build. Really enjoyed painting this. So what I'll do now, be a few photographs for you to look at, possibly even a soundtrack.